colossal fall of Fox News. That's what we'll be talking about on today's video. We're going to take a look at the ratings implosion of this once dominant media giant, how that implosion appears only to be just beginning, and how a new network society is rising up and changing the way we consume news today. All right, let's dive right in here. The ratings for Fox News continue to implode. It really is beyond belief. I gotta say, the self-destruction of Fox News almost makes me want to believe that Epstein really did kill himself. I'm not quite there yet, but Fox's deliberate self-destruction, at least it's making me reconsider it. Seriously, the ratings implosion continues for the once reliably conservative network. According to ABC News, Fox's daytime viewership dropped 32% from the 2 weeks prior to Election Day to the 2 weeks after. This according to the Nielsen ratings. Fox is now consistently behind CNN and MSNBC in their daytime viewership. Things are so bad for Fox that a petulant and crotchety embarrassment like Joe Scarborough's MSNBC show is actually beating Fox and Friends for the very first time in nearly 20 years. That's how bad it is. We are seeing basically the Biden equivalent of a morning show, an old, outdated Jurassic Joe, beating Fox and Friends in the ratings. That's how far Fox News has fallen. But this has just been par for the course since election night. Just a week or so after their embarrassingly biased coverage, Fox News experienced one of their worst rated weekends ever. Astonishingly, the Fox News channel came in a distant third place to CNN and MSNBC on the Saturday that they announced they coronated Joe Biden. Just to give you a sense again of how colossal the collapse was, in the days leading up to Tuesday's election, Fox News averaged more than double the viewership of CNN and MSNBC. According to USA Today, CNN topped the list of cable news outlets that Saturday they coronated Biden. CNN came in with a whopping 4.2 million viewers, followed by MSNBC with 3 million viewers, and trailing far behind was Fox with a measly 1.7 million viewers. Now, obviously, viewers have been in a revolt against Fox News and their radically irresponsible behavior during election night, at the heart of which was their impulsive call for Arizona going to Biden literally minutes after Arizona polls closed. Now, remember, in Texas, Biden got fewer counties than any other Democratic presidential candidate in history. Trump won Texas by 8 points. He won Florida by nearly 4 points. He won Ohio by 8 points. And yet Fox News sat on these three states for hours before they made a call. And yet a call was made in Arizona, which in many ways justified the swing states from stopping their counts, all of whom Trump was leading, only to pick up again once a massive dump of ballots showed up for Biden in the early morning hours. And a couple of days later, as if Fox News could possibly insult their viewers more, the utterly odious Chris Wallace compared Ted Cruz's support of President Trump to a Japanese soldier still fighting World War II. So if you haven't canceled your cable subscription to Fox, what the heck are you waiting for? You can effectively fire Chris Wallace by cutting cable. And so needless to say, that the backlash against the Fox News network has been swift and has been explosive, now officially delivering Fox News with some of their worst ratings they have ever experienced. So Fox is clearly beginning to feel the retribution of the 73 million plus voters for Trump. Fox News shares recently fell 6% after speculation that Trump is going to launch his own conservative news channel precisely to take down Fox. Now, this is, of course, if Trump is unsuccessful in overturning the fraud late in election results. But just the mere mention of the possibility of Trump in his barrage of tweets of starting a rival network to Fox was enough for Fox's shares to drop 6%. Can you imagine what the drop will be like when an actual channel is launched? I mean, Trump at some point is going to be finished with the presidency, so Fox's days appear numbered. Already as we speak, Newsmax has surpassed Fox Business as well as CNBC in their daytime ratings. Nielsen is reporting that Newsmax averaged 287,000 viewers per minute between the times of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. the day after the election. Fox News garnered only 281,000 viewers per minute. Newsmax also beat out Fox Business in prime time with 205,000 viewers as compared to 138,000. And the wider media world is taking notice. A recent article from the Poynter Institute for Media Studies is asking the question, should Fox News be worried about Trump supporters turning to Newsmax? And their answer is, as you would have guessed, yes. But the author of the article is a bit overly dismissive in his assessment. He thinks viewers are going to stick with Fox once the dust settles. Newsmax will only be drawing a small, in his words, cult-like following, which I think is extremely short-sighted for a writer for a supposed Media Studies Institute. And this is because I would think that a Media Studies Institute would be familiar with a series of colossal developments going on right now that are already changing the way we consume news media and information in such a way that will never, ever be the same.